G'day everyone and welcome to Australia. My name's Brooke and we're thrilled to have you here for the International Student Essentials session, coming to you live from the Digital Media Studio.
And I'm Dominique. We'll be your MCs today and we promise a fun and informative session covering everything you need to know as a new international student at CQU.
To make the most of this live session, please use the Q&A function below to ask any questions as we go.
You can also chat with other students using the chat function. Just make sure your messages are set to everyone.
And don't go anywhere, there's a prize up for grabs. Stick around until the end for our online quiz and your chance to win an awesome prize pack.
Let's get started. We'd now like to welcome the Vice President of Student Success, Professor Jonathan Powles.
Hi, I'm Professor Jonathan Powles. I'm the Vice President of Student Success here at CQ University. I'm here today to officially welcome you to Australia and, more importantly, to CQ University. So a warm welcome to those students who have already arrived in Australia. For those of you still offshore, we really look forward to seeing you soon. When you're here, our friendly CQU staff, located across all our campuses, are here to support you through your studies. Please don't hesitate to ask them any questions you may have along the way. We offer a range of fantastic support services, and I really encourage you to access and make use of them, including academic learning support, the Student Representative Council, we've got counselling services, wellbeing services, campus life programs, university groups, clubs, societies, and many more. In your first few weeks, you'll have a student advisor who'll reach out to you and actually connect you with any of those services that you need. CQ University is globally connected, consistently ranked, and a leader in graduate employment success. CQ University graduates find employment quickly and earn more than the national average. So be sure to maximise your job prospects by taking advantage of our standout internships, work placement opportunities in our careers service during your studies. So once again, welcome. It's absolutely our privilege to have you join the CQU community, and we look forward to having you study with us.
We meet on this country in the spirit of reconciliation. As we come together today, we acknowledge the rich history of this land and offer recognition and respect for the custodians who have lived here continuously for many centuries. We acknowledge elders of the past who have created the history, those who are with us in the present to lead us forward, and the elders and leaders who will guide us in the future. For all embody the memories, traditions and cultures that are vital to preserving connections to this land. We acknowledge and offer greetings to First Nations people from everywhere in Australia, to those on country bounded by sea, to those from the Red Interior, to those who dwell amongst magnificent forests, and to the many who live in cities across this land. Central Queensland University, Australia acknowledges the significance and strength of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island cultures and their place in the expression of an inclusive national society. Thank you for coming together today on Country.
Thank you, Professor Powles, for that warm and informative welcome to our international students.
And a special shout out to those of you who are still overseas. We can't wait to welcome you to Australia soon.
In this session, we'll cover information that's specific and important for international students. In the previous clip, you would have seen an acknowledgement of country. At CQU, we begin all events by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the lands on which we meet. This is an important part of who we are and something you'll see throughout your studies.
Now let's hear from our current students as they welcome you to Australia.
Welcome to Australia. Australia is one of the most popular destinations for international students and is known as a safe, welcoming, and diverse country.
Here at CQ, we have a large international focus and are passionate about providing a globally recognized education. This allows all students to complete their learning journey in an inclusive and accessible environment. While studying at CQU, we encourage you to embrace the Australian culture, experience new adventures, and create lifelong friendships.
I bet this is everything you thought of when you're planning on visiting Australia.
Now, whilst we can't promise you that you will see all these furry friends out in the wild, you certainly can come and get to know these guys up close and personal at the Wildlife Sanctuary or Zoo, like the Rockhampton Zoo where we are filming today.
Whether you're studying in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, or one of our regional campuses, there are plenty of zoos and wildlife parks you can check out. This is a must-do while you're in Australia. No matter what campus you're studying at, you'll find each one has its own unique weather, landscapes, and people.
Some cities are even known to have 4 seasons in one day. This means weather can range from really hot to really cold or even overcast. When the weather gets hot, make sure you are staying hydrated and carrying a bottle of water with you when you are out and about.
And when the weather is cooler, you'll need a warm jacket and warmer clothes. You've probably heard of Sydney and Melbourne before, but neither of these places are our capital city. Our capital city is a relatively small city called Canberra. Canberra is where you'll find one of the largest buildings in the Southern Hemisphere, Parliament House, and is also known as the City of Roundabouts.
Not only is the weather in Australia incredibly diverse, but so are the landscapes. There include a wide variety of habitats for its wildlife, including tropical rainforests, deserts, rivers, mountain ranges, and beautiful beaches for you to explore.
Mountain landscapes contribute to 6% of Australia, with our highest peak being over 2,000 meters and located in New South Wales. Thank goodness we're not climbing that one today.
The beach is one of Australia's most recognizable and enjoyable features. There is a total of 12,000 beaches in Australia, which would take more than 32 years to see them all if you visited one per day.
Here's some tips on how to stay safe when enjoying our beaches and mountains. Most parts of Australia have an extremely high UV level, so sun safety should always be your number one priority when out and about. Remember to slip on a shirt, slap on some sunscreen, and slap on a hat.
It is also important to pay attention to any signs you see providing you with information about dangerous animal activities in the area, and to always swim between the flags where the lifeguards will be on duty should you face any issues. Studying in Australia is a unique once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we are so happy to have you here with us. From your fellow international students, good luck with your studies.
If you have some free time, I highly recommend visiting your local zoo. You might even get to feed a kangaroo. Just keep an eye on them, they can be a little sneaky.
Before we move on, let's talk about something very important: contract cheating. Contract cheating is a serious breach of academic integrity and is considered academic misconduct at CQU.
In simple terms, contract cheating happens when you submit work that someone else has completed for you. This could be an online service, another student, or even a friend or family member.
The message is simple: don't do it. The consequences can be serious and it's not worth the risk.
If you're ever unsure, reach out to a CQU staff member for advice. They're here to help. Now grab your calendars. Up next, we'll cover key dates for international students and where to find dedicated support.
Hi, my name's Lizzie and I'm a current student at CQ University. To have the best chance of success, it is important to understand the important dates during term throughout the academic year. Having this knowledge can mean the difference between getting a pass or a fail grade, so it's crucial that all students are familiar with each important date and understand exactly what these dates mean. Firstly, let's look at where students can find these important dates. The university has an academic calendar for each year which sets out your study terms, the weeks within each term, vacation periods, and of course, those important key dates we were talking about. These dates are in MyCQU under the calendar view. From here, you can opt to show only the key dates, which will display all the important dates throughout the year. For easy access, you can save MyCQU to your mobile or home screen. Want to know more about what each key date means for you as a student? Read through the Important Dates Explained information sheet by searching key dates in MyCQU. Let's get started by going through those key dates for this term together. Start of term. It's recommended that you arrive on shore before this date, ready to attend classes. You should be enrolled into your units by this date. Last day to add units for the term or to swap units if required. This is an important date as it is also the last date you can withdraw from units without incurring any academic or financial penalties. What do penalties mean? If you miss this date and want to withdraw, you'll still need to pay for the course, and you could be marked with a fail grade. Census date. This is the day that tuition fees are due. Make sure you remember this date. It's worth making a note of this date now, especially if you're a recipient of the International Merit Scholarship, because this will be withdrawn if a fee payment isn't received by this date. If you have unpaid fees, you could be at risk of entering into the university's collection process, which may impact your enrolment and student visa status. Certification of grades. This is the date your final results and grades will be released to you for the term. Take the time now to organise your study calendar for the term and make a list of all these important dates, including census date, assessment due dates, and the exam period. You'll feel better prepared, be more aware of your commitments, and enjoy university life so much more. Once you begin studies here at CQ University, you'll have access to your very own student email address. This is different to any personal email account you may have. You can log into your student emails through MyCQU by using your student ID number and your password. The email icon is at the top right-hand corner of the portal and will take you to your student emails. The university, including your lecturers, tutors, and student support services, will only contact you via this student email. So I'd recommend checking them regularly, if not daily, to make sure you don't miss any important notifications, including emails relating to fees and your enrolment. If you have any problems accessing your student email or CQU systems, please contact our IT and technology service team. We're here to support you throughout your studies at CQ University and your time in Australia. If you have any questions or concerns about the information provided today, please reach out and seek help. It's better to do this sooner rather than later. We're here on campus, or you can reach us by phone and email.
Thanks, Lizzie. Before we move on, we want to share a helpful resource with you. CQU has created videos and e-learning modules about dating in Australia. Dating can look very different depending on where you're from. Learning about life outside the classroom helps you make informed choices. We've shared the link in the chat. Please save it and check it out later.
Now let's hear from Charlotte and Tarun about visa conditions and mandatory overseas student health cover.
Hi, I'm Tarun and I am currently studying Masters of Information Technology at CQ University.
And I'm Charlotte and I'm studying Masters of Business Management.
We are here to talk to you today about the condition of your student visa, overseas health care cover, and why they are important to you.
As an international student studying on a student visa, it is your responsibility to know the conditions of your visa and to make sure you abide by them. Failure to comply with these conditions would put your visa at risk and could even result in the cancellation of your visa.
Your student visa is granted by the Australian Department of Home Affairs, and it is stipulated by the following conditions.
Condition 1. You must notify the university of your Australian address and contact phone number within 7 days of your arrival on shore.
If you move willies starting in Australia, you must update these details with CQ University as soon as possible. But don't worry, it's easy to update your address. Just log into MyCQ and navigate to your profile in the top right-hand corner.
Condition 2. You must complete your course within the duration specified on your confirmation of enrollment and maintain satisfactory academic progress and attendance.
This means a couple of things. You must stay enrolled in a registered course which has a CRECOS number. Basically, a CRECOS number ensures international students receive a high-quality education from a registered provider.
For each unit, you must attend at least 80% of the classes, whether they are face-to-face or online lectures via Zoom. You will have your attendance marked in each lecture and tutorial you attend to ensure this condition is met.
Attending your classes gives you the best chance to maintain satisfactory course progression, which is another one of the conditions of your student visa. Basically, this means passing your units of study each term. If you are on track with your studies and passing units, then you are on track to completing your course within the duration of your confirmation of enrollment.
All international students must have Overseas Student Health Cover, or also known as OSHC, for the duration of your studies. Your OSHC must be paid and current while you are studying.
OHSC can help you to cover standard doctor fees, hospital care costs, some prescriptions, and emergency ambulance services while you are in Australia.
To arrange your OSHC policy with CQ University's preferred provider, BUPA, you will need to pay the amount listed on your offer of admission. We will list your OSHC policy information on your Confirmation of Enrollment, or COE, which you will use when you will apply for your student visa.
When all required details for your OHSC are finalized, your policy number will be provided to you by the university. Once you know those details, you will be able to access your digital membership card, submit or check the status of your medical claim, and view policy details through the BUPA app.
If you wish to arrange your own OSHC, you must select an approved insurer and provide evidence of purchase and duration of cover before you will issue you with a COE.
For more details on BUPA Overseas Student Health Cover, you can head to the BUPA website. Visit one of the many BUPA customer service centers across Australia, or speak with a BUPA representative at our Melbourne, Sydney, or Brisbane campus during certain hours. If you have any questions, speak to your friendly student service support team, who will be able to help you out.
For those of you who are signing up to BUPA for their OSHC, we've posted a link in the chat to BUPA's website where you can find information on how to make the most of your health cover while in Australia.
Next, let's hear from Sergio and Divya about working in Australia.
Hi, I'm Sergio Silva and I am current student at CQ University.
And I'm Divya. I'm also currently studying at CQ University.
We are here to talk to you about working in Australia whilst studying and what do you need to be aware of.
There are so many benefits of working while studying. You can learn about the Australian culture, meet lots of new people, and of course, make some extra money.
Yes, I agree. I have made some great friends whilst working and I really enjoyed talking to lots of different people.
If you just started studying in Australia and wondering how to find a job, the CQU career teams is a great place to start. You can make an appointment with a career consultant who can help you with your resume and provide you with tips on where and how to look for jobs.
They can also assist you in practicing of interviews and understanding your rights in the workplace. I wasn't too sure on how much I should be paid in Australia, but they helped me with that too.
You can make an appointment with the careers team by speaking with the student service support team at your campus by calling 132786 or emailing advice@cqu.edu.au.
Or you can make a booking online by searching CQ Career Hub on my CQU.
It is important to know that there are some conditions when it comes to working while studying, and you will need to keep up to date with any changes that might happen.
Work restrictions for all student visa holders are capped at 48 hours per fortnight. I usually end up about 24 hours a week, which still allows me enough time to attend and concentrate on all my classes.
Be sure to let your employer know when your university vacation period is, as student visa holders can work more than 48 hours a fortnight during this time.
It's a great time to make some extra money. Just don't forget about your studies.
We wish you the best of luck finding a job.
And we hope you enjoy studying at CQ University.
Thanks, Sergio and Divya. Working in Australia is a great way to build friendships, learn new skills, and earn money. If you need assistance finding and applying for a job, you can reach out to our careers team, who can help you with things like getting started on your resume and tips and tricks on how to interview successfully.
Now we'll hear from Holly, who will share information with you on the very important subject of academic integrity.
Starting university can feel pretty overwhelming at first. There are new systems to figure out, different expectations, and lots of new faces for some of you. It might even be the first time living away from home and family. As you're settling in and finding your feet, one important part of university life that we all share responsibility for is upholding academic integrity. As a student at CQ University, this means ensuring your work represents your own knowledge and understanding. Academic integrity is about how you show up as a student. It means being honest in your learning, completing your assessments responsibly, acknowledging the sources you use, and following instructions provided for each assessment. Everyone has a role to play in academic integrity, and one of your first steps as a student is completing the Foundations of Academic Integrity module. This module takes around 2 hours to complete and explains what academic integrity looks like in practice, common mistakes students make, and how to approach your assessments confidently and correctly. It's important for you to complete this module prior to submitting your first assessment so you understand what's expected of you. You will also be required to undertake a refresher of the module each year of study. We strongly recommend completing it as early as possible in your studies. Your assessments aren't just tasks to complete for a grade, they're designed to help you build the knowledge and skills you'll use in your future career. When you study with integrity, your results reflect what you can genuinely do, and your qualification holds real value to employers, to the university, and most importantly, to you. We know university can sometimes feel stressful. Deadlines can pile up, life happens, and it can be tempting to look for shortcuts. But taking shortcuts can create much bigger problems later on, and it's never worth risking your progress or reputation. Anytime you're unsure whether something is allowed, take a moment to check before you submit your work. You might hear a lot about generative AI tools during your studies. Some tools are supported by CQU, such as Copilot, Grammarly, and Studiosity, and these may be allowed or encouraged in certain assessments. Other tools like ChatGPT and similar AI platforms are becoming more common in education and the workplace, but their use can vary. They may be allowed in some assessments and restricted or not permitted in others. If you're ever unsure, always check your assessment instructions or speak with your unit coordinator or educator before using generative AI tools, especially those that are not officially supported. AI should support your learning, not replace your thinking, your writing, or your understanding of the task. The types of academic misconduct that all students should be aware of are plagiarism. Plagiarism is presenting someone else's ideas, words, data, or creative work as your own without giving appropriate credit to the original source. Self-plagiarism. Self-plagiarism is the unauthorized reuse of work that you have previously submitted or published without prior approval or proper referencing. Collusion. Collusion is unauthorized collaboration between individuals or groups that results in the submission of work that is not solely yours or the group's own. Cheating. Cheating is when you fail to comply with the requirements, conditions, or instructions set out for completing an assessment task, including in exams, tests, or supervised assessments. Contract cheating. Contract cheating occurs when you outsource the production of accessible work to a third party and submit it as your own. Contract cheating doesn't always involve an exchange of money. The good news is that you're not expected to figure everything out on your own. There are lots of support services available to help you throughout your studies. Your unit coordinator or vet educator is always a good starting point if you're unsure about assessment requirements. The Academic Learning Centre can help you with referencing, academic writing, study skills, and understanding assessment expectations. You can also find information, resources, and support through the Academic Integrity page on our website. At the end of the day, your education belongs to you. Ask questions when you need help, use the support available to you, and take pride in the work you create and achieve during your time at CQ University. If you'd like to learn more about academic integrity, search Academic Integrity in MyCQU or visit our webpage by scanning the QR code on screen.
Thanks, Holly. At CQU, we take academic integrity very seriously. It's important to understand that the consequences of academic misconduct can significantly affect your studies.
We've also shared a MyCQU article with information about scams, including rental scams.
Scams can happen through messages, emails, phone calls, social media, or even in person. If you think you've been targeted, report it using the information in the article.
Now, on to another important topic. Let's hear from Vicky about student advocacy and how it can support you during your study journey.
Hi, welcome to CQU. Starting university is exciting and sometimes a little overwhelming. At CQU, there are support services here to help you every step of the way, and one of those is student advocacy. Student advocacy is a free and confidential service that's available to all our CQU students. Our job is to support you if you ever find yourself in a difficult academic situation, whether you're unsure how to challenge a grade, need help understanding a policy, or you're involved in a dispute or complaint. A student advocacy officer will help you understand your rights, navigate policy and procedure, and communicate your concerns clearly and professionally. Think of us as someone in your corner, making sure that your voice is heard and that you get a fair go. We can help with things like responding to allegations of academic misconduct, making a complaint, applying for a review of your grade, academic appeals, and placement issues, and sometimes serious matters like suspension or expulsion. Now look, you might never need us and that would be great, but it's important to know that we're here for you just in case. If you ever need help, please go to MyCQU and search for student advocacy. Everything you need is right there. University is a journey and sometimes things don't go exactly as planned, and that's okay. If that happens, remember, you don't have to face it alone. Student advocacy is here for you.
Thanks, Vicky. What a great support service. And remember, don't be afraid to ask for help, even if you're unsure. The student advocacy team is here to help all students.
Another great support service that is offered to our students is the Student Wellbeing Service, which ensures that your time at CQU is not just about studying, but also a rewarding personal experience.
Let's hear some information about it.
Welcome to CQ University. Starting your journey as an international student can be exciting, but we know it can be also very overwhelming. You are in a new country, surrounded by new faces, new systems, and new expectations. But here at CQ, you are not alone. You will find a welcoming community and great support from CQ Wellbeing Directorate team throughout your whole study journey. You can access free support to build life skills, connect with others, and look after your mental health and emotional well-being. Let's hear from some of our current international students.
I chose CQU in Australia because I wanted to study somewhere that's diverse, where I could improve my English, meet people from around the world, and still feel safe and supported. The wellbeing events and workshop at CQU helped me to meet new people and adjust better here in Australia.
When I first arrived, I felt really anxious. Everything was new, and I heard that uni is really hard. But after a couple of weeks, I felt more comfortable because my teachers and the people here were so friendly, and that helped a lot. Also, during the most busiest times, I found out about calm time meditation sessions and spoke to Mindwave Connector students who shared their tips and strategies in managing their time and life in Australia. This helped me feel more confident and less alone. Back home, I wasn't exposed to so many cultures. Here, we've learned to respect different values and ways of living, which helped me grow a lot, especially through workshops about healthy relationships and practicing gratitude workshop provided by Wellbeing Directors team.
The Food Pantry project helped me during a tough month, which is a great initiative to all the international students, and also I got a free flu vaccination voucher through CQU. These little things made a big difference.
In my home country, we don't talk much about well-being or our mental health. We try to solve problems by ourselves. But here, it's normal to ask for help. I spoke with a CQU student counselor when I was struggling and felt homesick, and it really helped me get back on track.
There's also a Study Smart course which helped me to organize my time, set goals, and manage uni life better. These tools have made a huge difference.
I've definitely changed. I'm more independent now. I've learned to make decisions for myself and how to look after my well-being, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
My advice: be open-minded, make connections, study hard, and take opportunities when they come.
CQU really listens to international students and adapts to what we need. This isn't just a uni, it's a place where you find your home.
Remember, there are online resources, events, and real people here to support you. Just reach out. Looking after your well-being is one of the most important parts of your study journey. Welcome to CQ University. Your journey starts here.
We're fortunate to have such a wide range of wellbeing services available at CQU. Now, for a bit of fun before we wrap up this session, we've prepared a short quiz to test your knowledge and see how closely you have been paying attention. This is your chance to win our Welcome to Australia prize pack.
We've just shared a link to the quiz in the chat. All you need to do is click on that link, but remember, don't close this webinar. There is also another option to scan the QR code on the next screen.
When you click the link or scan the QR code, you'll be prompted to enter your email address and username. Please use your student email and make sure your username is your student ID number. That way we can reach you if you score the highest. You'll have 5 minutes to complete the quiz.
Are you ready? Get set, go!
And that brings us to the end of the quiz. We hope you've had fun and picked up something new along the way. The winner will be contacted in the coming days.
And that concludes our International Student Essentials session. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about studying and living in Australia, and that you're feeling more confident about what to expect during your time at CQU.
Remember, if you ever need advice or support, please don't hesitate to ask. In Australia, we strongly encourage students to reach out when they need help. Our friendly CQU staff are always here to support you throughout your study journey.
Just a reminder that there are more online and on-campus sessions happening this week. We've shared a link in the chat where you can see what's coming up and book into any sessions you're interested in. Be sure to also attend the sessions taking place at your local campus.
And finally, if you missed anything today or would like to watch this session again, you can find it on the On Demand Orientation YouTube channel. Best of luck with your studies, and we hope to see you very soon.